Now, let's actually switch to you. Yeah, look at Lathe. I love the astronomer's pack. We're going to control from here. We're going to set... Oh, he's already the target. So we are going to turn towards him. Yeah, Lathe in the astronomer's pack has bioluminescence in the oceans, which is really cool. Or it might actually be in the clouds. I don't remember. Let's go ahead and get aimed at him. Okay, jump back to you. Now, set that as the target. Control from here. And we can do the rest of this with monoprop, I believe. Let's get ourselves aimed. Might as well do this right and rotate it. Okay, the rest of this is going to be done with monoprop. Which incurs a bit of a roll, because he is not exactly centered well. There we go. Yeah, I have to. I'm finding it necessary to turn off the monopropellant when I'm not using it, because the ship is using the monopropellant to fix its rotation and then causing problems with rotation, which I'm going to say is bad. But we're coming in fairly straight here. Not really foreseeing any problems. There we go. Dead on. Slow down to almost a meter per second. Yeah, absolutely no problems here. This is textbook docking. And done. Nicely done. Okay, now it's time to bring them home. And that is going to require some deltas of the V. We are going to have to... How much are we going to have to burn to get back out to his periapsis here? Right about there. 300. Oh, that's tiny. 339. We got plenty. Okay, this is going to work then. Also considering dumping his fuel into these tanks here. Let's go ahead and do that. Might as well. Keep him balanced by putting him in the same tanks. Okay, we are back. We've got a couple maneuver nodes planned. They're not too much. It's about 500 or 600 delta V total. And it's going to get us a kind of encounter with this guy up here. We're going to do a burn here to get an orbit going this way, and then a burn here to get our orbits kind of synced, and then I'm going to worry about actually encountering the space station at that point. So it's 3 days and 3 hours away, so we're just going to fast forward our way to that. Go into free mode. Where's Jool? Oh, there's Jool. And Lathe. Don't screw up our orbit, Lathe. Oh, look at that. That is just cool. Okay, replace maneuver nodes. No, I don't need to do that. Okay, it is a 317 meter per second burn. I have no idea how much speed I need. So let's see. It's going to be about a 30-second burn. So I'm going to wait till we're at 15 seconds. And at 13. A little bit of compression on the rocket there. Never hurt anybody. I don't really know how many meters per second my rocket has. I do not trust Kerbal Engineer because this is not built like any rocket that anybody would ever build on purpose. I am going to be kind of stickler about this maneuver node, about following it. Okay, 0.9 is probably fine. Okay, let's go ahead and delete that. Then this next maneuver node, I'm going to jog it back and forth just to make sure we have it here. And let's see if we can tweak this thing. Looks like a little bit slower. See, that's making things worse. A little bit faster. Yeah, that's making it worse as well. So yeah, I think we're just gonna keep things like they are. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm basically this is getting my orbit aligned with the space station, and then we'll worry about burning to connect with it later. The space station being the actual Joolpollo ship. It is kind of a space station now because it's not doing very much. And let's see, we have no upcoming encounters. I'm going to hit F5 here because I am not 100% sure that Joolpollo has no upcoming encounters either. So I'm going to be watching this thing like a hawk, and if it flies out of the system, I am happily going to restore. Oh, look how close we are. It's just annoying that we're that close without being added. Okay, 338 meters per second. I think I'm just going to do the burn now. This is an alignment and yeah, it's mostly actually alignment. Getting our orbits together, and that's kind of scary. Oh, I think my outer tanks just ran out of fuel. No big deal. Can't drop them because this whole ship needs to come back. Okay, how are we looking as far as 0.8 on the descending node? That is pretty much garbage. Which direction do we need to burn to make that not be garbage? That way. I'm actually going to do that burn now, even though I'm kind of off the descending node. Because I can fix it a little bit. 3, 2, okay, that's probably the best I can do from here. Okay, and now it's just wait for... Actually, it's not going to be wait. I am going to burn at my periapsis. I am going to burn to get my apoapsis touching his apoapsis. So that's slightly more in the prograde direction. Less than 2 meters per second. I would like it right frickin' there, though. That's what I want. And then at my descending node, I'll worry about that later. So, on the off chance that we can actually do this burn, let's get ourselves aimed at the maneuver node here. And, yeah, let's just fast forward to it. Oh, wait. Let's not fast forward to it. Let's hit F5, like we always do. Sorry I'm doing most of this in map mode, but this is kind of a complicated process here. And we are behind him. I just noticed we are behind him and in the higher, quote-unquote, orbit, which is really bad for us. Because we are going to slowly... Yeah, we're already getting pretty far away from him, so not a big deal, actually, I guess. If he's that much faster than us, it shouldn't take too long to meet up with him. Okay, so we got a 2 meter per second burn here. Or a 2 second burn. I guess it's a 37? This maneuver node planner says 1.5. This says 37. I think that's kind of crazy. But I'm just going to go down to 0 here. That's close enough. And I'm going to actually look at it on here. I'm just going to delete this node here. Yeah, see, we're not even burning in the right direction. We want to burn prograde. Stupid. Sometimes I hate this game. Why would it tell me to go that way when I said all I want to do is go prograde? Okay, our two Apoapsi, 807 or 270. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to get my mouse on here and then let go of it so I can use both hands on the keyboard. 807 and 270. 807 and 288. 807 and 519. 807 and 677. Okay, we're very close. Okay, that's as close as we can get. Okay. Now, when we are here, this is us, and this is him, right? Yeah, so when we are here now, I'm going to want to slow down, in theory. I don't know if we'll be able to... Yeah, see, we're not going to be able to slow down enough. Oh, we might be able to. We're going to slow ourselves down. We're going to get our periapsis. I have now forgotten what I learned before, which was where Jool's periapsis was. I think 161 is fine. But tell you what, I'm going to come back after I have gotten his periapsis down to near atmosphere without actually touching it. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, we have a problem. We have a Tylo encounter. Luckily, I found out about it before it happened, which is kind of crazy. So I'm going to jump to Joolpollo A and fix that before I do anything with this guy's burn. Well, you know what? Yeah, we got all the time in the world. Let's just go ahead and do this burn now. And I'm watching my periapsis. It's got to stay above 140 basically. .140 kilometers, that is. And I'm just going to burn it down all the way down to 140 kilometers, I think. Or maybe around 200 kilometers. Getting a little scared about how low it's getting. And I think 200 kilometers will be fine. 197, that works for me. Okay, so now that's for me. Now, for this guy, though, we need to jump to him. Okay, first of all, we need to know how much does this Tylo encounter screw up our orbit. It actually doesn't very much. It gives us more tilt, but the important thing is it guarantees us that we're going to have a continuous problem. So I think I'm going to burn a little more normal, which we're already facing that way, which is awesome. And we're going to keep burning in the normal direction until we don't have this Tylo encounter anymore. I am burning. It's just, yeah, okay. I can see it moving on the thing. I don't want to waste any fuel is the problem. I want to do this until the moment our Tylo encounter goes away. There it is. Okay, it's gone. So I cut the engines and we're good to go now. Okay, back to my other ship. Okay, now this guy, he actually now has terrible ascending and descending nodes as far as this guy's concerned. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a maneuver here, and I'm going to actually set it right at the descending node. And we need to go up a little bit. I basically want to get my descending node right about where I'm going to be when I'm meeting up with him. That's kind of my goal. So this is a tiny little 3 meter per second burn. It's in 6 days. I'm going to aim at it here, and then we are going to go into pretty mode. Get out of map mode here. We're going to watch and orbit around Jool just for the fun of it. We are going to hit F5 first in case any crazy moon encounters come. I am definitely going to, while enjoying pretty mode, I am not going to have any qualms about... Oh, I forgot about that. Darn it. Yeah, he had a maneuver. Let's just close the alarm and unpause. And now this thing... Kerbal Alarm Clock has been setting my alarms as deletable. Oops. Let's restore maneuver node. And then delete the alarm, and then it comes back as an actual alarm. I'm not sure why it's doing that. But that's cool. Okay, back into pretty mode. We want to be in free mode. There we go. Come on, Jool. Tylo, get out of my way. Whoa! Oh, that's so cool. I just love it. Okay, we can speed up again now. Back into map mode. His orbit got screwed up. Okay, you heard what I said. I'm holding down F9. I am not going to accept that as a thing that happens. Okay, so we are going to... Okay, nearly polar orbit is what we're probably going to have to go for here. Let's see, if I set a maneuver node here... What if I go up an orbit? See, it's not telling me that I have a lathe encounter. But I do. So let's fast forward here until it actually tells me that I have this encounter. Here we are missing Tylo. Oh, we're not missing Tylo. That's the problem. The game is lying to me. Okay, I'm going to hold down F9 again. We are going to burn another, I think, 50 meters per second in the normal direction. I don't know what a good number is, but we're at 2060, so when I get to 2010, that's when we're going to stop burning. Okay, maybe not 2010. Maybe we'll burn 10 and see what that does for us. F5. Let's see if Tylo still screws with us here. Now it doesn't. And we loop around and nobody's bothering us. Okay, good. Now Joolpollo A's coming around and... Let's see, let's jump to ship. Yeah, our descending node is actually right where we want it now, which is kind of cool. So let's wait till we get out here. And negative 1.5, so we want to go up. And... there we go. Let's go and delete that. We should be good now. Yes, descending node of 0. Okay, now. And if I add a maneuver here, this will get closer. Yeah, so it's going to be a few orbits. A few scary, scary orbits with potential problems with everything. So let's delete all of our alarms here. Now let's add a near approach alarm. On orbit 10, we are going to be 10 kilometers away. So we are going to add an alarm. What is our orbit time? Our time to apoapsis, which we're just past, is 2.24 days. So it's going to be about a day and a half. So let's actually do a day and a half is 6-hour days. So that's 9 hours. 9 hours. 9 hours. There we go. I had numlock off for some reason. And then we're going to add this alarm. And it says it's in 81 days. Oh, that's 81 days from now. So... we're going to hit F5. I said we're going to hit F5. Quick save, geez. Okay, and now we are going to fast forward until either 81 days goes by or one of our guys gets screwed up by a planet. And that planet apparently is Jool. So I'm going to jump to this guy. The reason I'm switching to this guy is his periapsis is higher above Jool, so therefore he will not he's not going to slow down when we get close to Jool. And I'm just watching for any planetary encounters. There's one. So we need to burn farther north. And we need to burn until the encounter marker goes away, and then another 10 meters per second. Okay, perfect. Which now means I need to jump to my other ship and fix his orbit relative to him as well. Okay, it is negative 2.6, so we need to go up on the normal. Probably about 20 meters per second. Yeah, 21 it looks like. Okay, right around 21, that's when we'll do it. So that's in 2 hours and 26 minutes. Let's go ahead and just fast forward to that. And delete this. And we are at negative 0.1. And now we're at 0. Okay. Now let's... Seriously, does he have it? No, he doesn't have one, but he had one. So if we delete this, it won't recalculate it. Let's delete this and add another one of these. Now, hey, we're even closer now. That's good. On orbit 4, but we want to be, as I said, 9 hours and 0 minutes ahead of time. We're going to add the alarm. Yes. Okay, watching for sphere of influence changes. I hope we won't have any anymore. Okay. Looks like I was actually wrong with my thing here. So let's actually jump to this ship. Or maybe we have to do it here. Yeah, 22 kilometers. I think I'm just going to go for it here. We're so far out that I think if we go to target mode... Whoops, that's surface mode. Target mode. See, we're only going 26 meters per second relative to him. I think it's going to be cheap enough to do this now. Plus, I'm getting sick of waiting. Okay, where is my target? Why does my nav ball have no markers on it whatsoever? Oh, because I'm in target mode, probably. Let's see. Where is he in the sky? He is kind of down a little bit, and let's see, where's my ecliptic? Where's Jool? Jool's over there, so he's got to be down here somewhere. I don't know where my target is. Let's go ahead and aim south. I'm actually really surprised I don't see a marker for my target. I mean, there it is. I guess it's just far enough away that it doesn't show up as a marker, which is awesome. Thanks for helping. I guess I could use this thing. I just installed this mod. Oops, that's not what I want. I want to hit the letter Y. Yeah, there's my target. there's my vector. I installed this thing, but I don't think I'm going to keep it because it has the same problem in my brain as what's the word? The docking port, the extra docking port window, where it's the reverse of the nav ball, and I'm so used to using the nav ball that it's really hard to do. Okay, so we don't need this maneuver node alarm anymore. And we're just going to burn to... actually, let's do that. Target mode, there we go. We're heading at the target at 35 meters per second. And what we're going to do here is I'm actually going to flip around. I'm going to turn this thing off because it's confusing me. I'm going to flip myself around. I mean, it's really cool because it shows you where your target is. And like your direction and everything. It's really nice as a reference. But I just don't know if I can have it up all the time and use it as my nav ball. But anyway, okay, so I'm just gonna watch my retrograde marker and my target indicator. You know what? I've never used the rendezvous tab on this thing. Display ship rendezvous Joolpollo A. It does give me information. I just don't know what that information is. I don't know how to read a lot of this stuff. It might be nice to have like time to intercept distance. I mean, this is how close we are to it right now. See, that's really nice. Let's actually... I'll be back in a second after I configured this. Okay, I got down to what I think are the 4 key ingredients. We've got our relative velocity, our forward velocity, which if we were aimed right at him, should be exactly the same as the relative velocity, I would assume. And our forward velocity is slowly going down, but the thing is let's hit Y here. See, I guess we are slightly off center, but I mean, I didn't think we were that far off center. But we're gonna go a little bit farther here until these things are actually. And the distance is another important thing. So I'm not sure what intercept distance versus distance is. I don't understand how this mod works, is basically what it is. But this thing here says we're going to be 30-some kilometers away when we get to our closest. So we should start to see some deviation between these things. Oh, yeah, here we go. We need to burn this away. We're also 60-some kilometers away. There we go. Yeah, this is not what I thought it was going to be. I thought this thing was going to tell me how far our intercept was, but that should be at like probably 10 kilometers or so. Intercept 1, kind of distance, 35 minutes, 7 kilometers. But yeah, I don't know what these numbers mean, sadly. But I'm going to keep going here. The important thing is these numbers are going down, which implies when we get down to... when either of these things diverge too far from each other, that's the things in the middle of the screen there, the green and the purple. When they diverge too far from each other, which we're about to do now... Yeah, he's 20... Okay, I can actually see him now, so I don't actually need this rendezvous display anymore, and it's honestly just confusing me. And I can't tell which direction I'm supposed to be burning, which is kind of funny. I'm just getting them close to each other here. Problem is I'm looking backwards. Oops, that's the wrong way. The nice thing about this is it's a lot more sensitive than the nav ball. The nav ball doesn't always show you exactly what you need to know here. Okay, we're going 24 meters per second. He is 20-some kilometers away. We've still got a grand of delta V in the tank, so we're in literally no problem as far as that's concerned. Okay, we can see his name now, which is always good. Let's go ahead and aim ourselves this way. Yeah, a marker for the back of your rocket would be really handy in this mod. I'm gonna request that. Now that I'm using it more, I'm really enjoying it. I think this might be my new favorite mod. My new favorite informational mod, at least. Okay. We are almost in the physics window, and we're going to have the super slow down here. There we go. And... hey! Come on. Don't crash the game. I said don't crash the game. I think I just crashed the game.